Hello friends, welcome to my channel The Risk Management Research. Today I am preparing a video on how to determine a fair price of a used car. The purpose of this video is to create an awareness among the people so that when they are going to the market, they should have an idea that what is the fair price. Generally people don't get the idea that what is the fair price. So it creates an awareness. Initially, it become very difficult to identify whether the price quoted by the dealer has got what percentage of loading of a profit. Most of the time, the consumer and the dealer compare the price of the used car against the cost of the current time new car. Don't fall in this trap. Since I recently burned my fingers and got the required data quite late, I think the consumer should be aware that where to start when they are purchasing a used car. That's what this video is about. So determining the price of a used car. So before purchasing a used car, the buyer checks the price of a similar new car. The price of a used car looks lower than the new car, and that is generally a starting point for the buyer. The same thing the dealer of the used car tried to pitch in against the price of a new car. This is where the price is inflated for the used car. Do not take this route. Follow the following steps that I am suggesting. The first thing that you should ask is what is the invoice price of the used car that you have selected. The dealer may say that they don't have it. Insist for that. Insist for the invoice price, because the invoice price is maybe 4 or 5 years back. Ask that price. What is that price? Now divide that price by 15 for the petrol car and 10 for the diesel car. Why 15 and 10? Because the, the car's life is 15 years for the petrol car and the diesel car life is 10 years. When you divide a petrol car by 15, what you get is the value of each year of the car. Consider an example to understand that how it should be calculated and where to start. Consider that the invoice price of a petrol car sold 4 years back was rupees 8 lakhs. Now divide 8 lakhs by 15. What you get is 53,333. This is the value of each year of the car that is going to be consumed over a period of time. Now the car has run for 4 years, so 4 years old. So the consumption of the value in the 4 years time is 53,333, multiply it by 4. That comes out to be 2.13 lakhs. So what is the residual value of this 8 lakhs car which is sold 4 years back for the rest of the 11 year? Subtract 2.13 lakhs from the 8 lakhs. The value comes out to be 5.86 lakh. So this is the starting point. This is the upper cap of a fair price of a used car sold 4 years back that has the price of 8 lakhs. Now the price of a car also determines that how many number of kilometers it has run. The more the number of kilometers the car has run, the lower the price, and the less the number of kilometer run, the higher the price. So a fair price of this car would somewhere be around 5.25 lakhs to 5.5 lakh depending upon how much it has run. The next important question you should ask is that what is the insurance value of the car? Generally such questions people don't ask. The insurance value of the car and the fair price of the car should be close to each other, and it will be. Now I give you my particular own case where I burned my fingers and I did not had these data. to basically compare against, and I don't want that people should suffer in future. I looked at this Honda Amaze car, which is a 2019 version, run for 25,000 kilometers. The value written is 5.87 lakhs. I like this car. It has run for approximately not too much, 25,000 kilometers. I went to the dealer, did a test drive. I liked the car. I ordered it, and the deal was done in 5.52 lakhs. What happens that once you are doing the deal, you have set, uh, then all the paperwork happen, and in the end what you get is all the papers, including the insurance paper. My first shocker came when I saw the insurance value of this car was 4.10 lakh. I asked the question that on a first day, if I am taking my car from the showroom to my home, and I park somewhere in between and my car is stolen, will I get 5.52 lakh from the insurance company, or I will get 4.10 lakh from the insurance company? I will get 4.10 lakh. It means that my car is highly underinsured, whereas it is the duty of the dealer to insure the car at 5.52 lakh at which the deal is done. But I tell you that they cannot do this, because every car has got its value, and that's where these dealers play the trick. So that was my first shock, 4.10. I had a communication with the dealer, but somehow they had the uh, though they were not able to convince me, I left it. My second shock came much later, or rather recently, when I opened one of the car books and saw the invoice, and my shock was the invoice price was 6.11 lakh. That's a shocker, because the display price was 5.87 lakh, and the invoice price 5 years back was 6.11 lakh. That's a loot. My second shock came, I saw this price. Now, if I calculate the fair price of this car based on what I told you, and see that how it and what it comes out. So if we divide 6.11 lakh by 15, the each year value comes out to be 40,733, and for the 5 year the value is 2.03 lakhs. So the value left for the 10 years is 6.11 lakh minus 2.03 lakhs is equal to 4.07 lakhs. And you can see that this value is very close to the insurance value of 4.10 lakhs. And that should have been the fair price of it. I have been, this car was overpriced by at least 1.5 lakh. And that's where, I feel later that I have been cheated. It can be seen that the display price of 5.87 lakh for the invoice price of 6.11 lakh is simply a loot and not justified by any standard. My request to the consumer is that they prepare to be aware and apply the formula that I have suggested. You must see the invoice price and the insured value. That is the best guide for any car that you are purchasing as a used car. Do not fall into the trap of the display price. Those prices are highly overpriced. That's a summary I wanted to mention, so that whatever I have gone through it, the other people, if few other people can be benefited out of it, I will feel at least I have done my job. Thank you very much.